What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Darksiders 2 Deathinitive Edition, Deathinitive Difficulty 100% walkthrough. We are in the Kingdom of the Dead, and in this episode we're going to make our way to the Eternal Throne, and we're going to complete the Lord of Bones quest. So, let's go ahead and start this thing by killing skeletons and getting a little bit of experience, but also making sure that we do not become engaged in battle in case we have to do any fast traveling. So, I don't think we will, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and come down here. That's what I want. Hello, Death Grip. Alright, so, just because I'm not sure that actually said, there we go. Alright, so come over here, and, oh, hello, we're gonna go ahead and kill you first. Voila, perfect. Okay. So you don't have to use Death Grip to get this, but I have a tendency to run off the edge. So, grab Boatman coin number 49, and we're gonna go, okay, I thought I heard bad guy, did not, or I did, but I thought one was coming to get me, and it wasn't. Whoa, that's not the way I want you to swing that hammer. Alright. And kill that guy. Then we're gonna come over here and grab this Boatman coin. After we let our ghoulies do some damage and send our birdies, just for good measure. Because some of these, so not this skeleton, but like these warriors, they sometimes, sometimes when you're fighting them, they don't always, die the way you want them to, and by that I mean they're hard to interrupt. So, be careful when you're fighting them. That is Boatman coin number 50. Let's see here. Okay. Just sorry about that. I was waiting because I thought I saw Bloodless, but I don't think I did. Alright, so we got that Boatman coin. And now we're gonna go this way. Now we're gonna follow the little point on the mini-map, a little guide. How are you just like chilling there, buddy? Whoa! No, dang it! Okay. Thought he was gonna get me, but he did not. Wonderful. Alright, let's keep going. And immediately to your left is another Boatman coin, but you also have to do a little fighting. And as always, especially in the Kingdom of the Dead, and like I've said before, as far as I know, it's only in the Kingdom of the Dead, but I could be mistaken on that. This is just the only place that I've had this issue. Make sure that anything that is potentially engaged in battle with you is brutally murdered. Whoa, ouch. Before you move on, for fast traveling purposes. Alright, and we'll be in there in just a minute. That's where we actually have to go, but first, we are going to get a couple other things. That hammer is pretty. I wish the stats were better, but it's pretty and I like it. I wish it was a possessed weapon so I could just upgrade it and use it for a while. Here's that Bloodless. So here's another Bloodless location. And we'll get the Bloodless quest when we talk with Draven a little bit later in this episode. once we get to the Eternal Throne. And like that, music change. There we go. Alright. I feel like that's why, because that's not the correct direction. Wait, where am I going? I'm an idiot. I knew this was the wrong direction and I still was not paying attention and went that way. Anyway, well, that's besides the point. Alright, so, okay, so you see the little Bloodless guy. Point him out, maybe. Where is he? Where is he? I hear him. I hear him. Where is he? Where he be? I saw him a second ago. And I hear him moving. Oh well. Oh, that's gonna bother me. There he is. Okay. So you can see him. Sort of. You can see his outline, kind of. And we'll be back to kill him when we get the Bloodless Talisman. Alright, so drop down. And then here is a Power Stonebite and a Boatman coin. And also some fighting. So, get them, minions. So, this particular spot, I have not had this issue so far, fingers crossed, on my Xbox, but on the Switch, when I was playing this earlier, I had this issue where, while I was doing this fighting, it just completely froze up. I didn't mean to hit that. It just completely froze up. And I had to completely restart the game like 2 or 3 times. Now, the remedy for that was to unequip Redemption and just put Death Grip there. So, if that happens to you, and this is a glitch or a bug throughout the game, particularly later, like, there are certain fights that it will definitely do this, and I will note those as we go through and do those fights. And you probably see that chest on the mini-map. We will come back to that when we have the Voidwalker. But, like I was saying, if your screen freezes, if you happen to deal with that glitch where it just freaks out, like I said, I didn't have that. Obviously, I didn't have it on this version this time around. I haven't so far in any of my playthroughs on the Xbox, but I did on the Switch. If that happens to you, when you go into that area after you like restart the game and stuff, then just make sure that you are that you do not have Redemption equipped. There's something about it. As far as I know, it's only in the Deathinitive edition. I don't remember running into that problem in the original version of the game, but that doesn't mean that I didn't. I just might not remember, which is very, very possible. So, just a heads up on that. Like I said, the fix for that is usually... Actually, there's 2 fixes. So, one is to go into settings and make sure that like your damage numbers are shut off. We'll be there in a minute. Make sure your damage numbers are shut off, and make sure that I guess I really can't. And make sure that you do not have Redemption equipped. The only downside with Redemption, especially as a Necromancer character, is that sometimes, like especially like in the Crucible, whenever we get there, Redemption, so push that, and that's the only way to get up there. But it's that Redemption is it helps you get more wrath when you use it, so like replenishes your wrath as you use it. So again, just something to be aware of. And as we get to those other places, I will definitely mention it later. Relic of Kagoth, an extremely rare relic, each held by one... typo! Each held by one of the High Warlords of the Khagoth dynasty. Sell this item to Ostrogoth for a large reward, and like I've mentioned before, that reward is 1 skill point. There are 5 of these relics, so it's 5 extra skill points that you get. So, outside, of course, of completing certain side quests and leveling up and all of that, so. Okay, so there's that, and now, we have one more Stonebite to get. We have a chest we're gonna get, and then we'll make our way to Serpent's Peak to get to the Eternal Throne. And Serpent's Peak is probably my favorite area in the whole game. I think it's freaking awesome, and it's a really unique area of the game, and it's the only area in the game that's like that. So, hello, Volgrum.
Come closer.
See
what Volgrum has
there we go. There it is. All right, Mystic Stonebite number 16. Stone of the Mystics number 16. Sorry, I am checking my notes just to make sure I did not miss a thing. And I don't believe I did. So we're gonna keep going. Actually, yes, I did. But we'll get that. We'll get that when we come back through. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We have to go there anyway. Alright, so let's kill some stuff. And grab our loot chest. And up here is really... For some reason, I thought there was only 2. Any more? I don't think so. Possibly. I think I may have heard one. Alright. And nothing that great. Okie doke. So I did a little bit of item management. I knew it. And see, okay, so you probably heard that roaring. There are some skeletons locked in cages, and it makes it difficult because it's like you could be hearing that. So, but alright, let's make our way to Serpent's Peak and go through that whole fun area. Okay, well, 1, I love that sequence, and 2, it raises a lot of questions for me. For example, why can Death ride Despair on that giant snake tail, but not in certain other areas? That is neither here nor there. Okay, So in here, all that you can miss are 2 soul chests, and we're gonna get the first one here. Beyond this, there are no collectibles. There are no scrolls, no Boatman coins, no Stonebites, none of that stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, there are only 2 loot chests, and I'm gonna show you where both of them are. So the biggest challenge, in my opinion, in this area is the fact that we are on a moving platform. So, like here, for example, we gotta wait for this thing to swing all the way over, and it is possible to miss, and I low-key thought I was gonna miss right there. So if you do miss anything, you are gonna have to wait for it to come back around, and all of that stuff. So that's pretty much it. Just be careful for that. Beyond that, there's no fighting or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. Like I said, there are only 2 loot chests, and we're gonna get them both. So this is the second one, right there, all nice and pretty, and waiting for us to liberate it.
I cannot.
From. Oh, I guess I really can't.
Impossible.
Huh. Okay. Liberate the contents. I was totally going somewhere else, and I got distracted. Yeah. Okay. So, boom, boom. And if you like the platforming part of this game, you will probably love this area. If you don't like it, then you're probably not going to like this area. If you're like me, where you're like, I could take it or leave it, you may or may not like this area. I personally love Serpent's Peak. Okay, sometimes I have a hard time with this part. Okay. Mostly because I get ahead of myself, and I get impatient, and sometimes I fall down into the abyss, and it's actually this part right here, not that last one. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Line that up. I know people who can do them. It makes me so jealous. I know people who can just like fly through that. I am not one of those people. But now we are at the end. That's not what I wanted. Dang it, Death. There we go. You ruined it. You ruined it. Alright. So come over here. Climb up. And back jump. And then drop down the hole. And now we are at the Gilded, not the Gilded Arena, we are at the Eternal Throne. So when I first got to this area, I was like, crap, we are gonna have to do some fighting. Like, because I saw those dudes like right there in the middle, and I was like, crap. But we don't do any fighting in here, so this is the dudes I was talking about that I thought I was gonna have to fight, but luckily did not have to do that. So
what did the Chancellor send you? Well, horseman, I've beaten death once, and I can do it again.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. You still reek of hope. You couldn't have met the Chancellor.
The Chancellor doesn't sound like much.
For ages, his tongue has dripped venom into the dead king's ears. He all but sits upon the eternal throne, demanding service.
Who are you?
I, the Master of Blades, and all that remains of the warrior once called Draven, and the kingdom of man. I should have passed through the well of souls long ago. But I won my freedom in the arena, only to fall beneath the dead king's whip.
Alrighty. So he is our other move vendor, and I start by getting the skills for the weapons that I use most. For me, that's heavy weapons and anything scythe related. But we have enough that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and buy all of them and get the achievement. So I think we have enough. Yeah. Alright. So now, waiting. There it is. Achievement unlocked. 30G. Full potential for unlocking all combat moves and upgrades. So, you do not have to do that now. If you're playing through this, don't worry about it if you don't have the guilt for it or anything like that. You can get that because we're going to be coming back here. We're eventually going to go up there. But first we're going down here. But we will be coming back to this area many times while we're in the Kingdom of the Dead. So you do not have to get that now if you don't have the guilt. I just went ahead and did it because I could afford it. So, alright, before we go up there, we're going to come down here. And down here we have some collectibles. I'm probably going to regret smashing all these things. Whoa, where did my... Huh, it completely... Wow, okay, that was weird. That completely went through the wall. Just... Shoop. Huh. Wow, okay. Apparently it's a ghost health potion. Like I said, I'm probably gonna regret smashing all these things, but... Oh well. So down here we have a Stone of Resistance, we have the Boatman coin we just got, Boatman coin number 53, and we got right there, and a Serpent Tome, which doesn't matter so much right now, but I believe down here is also where we get, let's find out. No, it's not. Never mind. I was thinking there was a secret chest. And I'm incorrect. That is in a different area. Alright, so there is our Stone of Resistance, number 2. And if you come around here, it's right there. I just happened to see it and wanted to test a theory. To see if I could shoot it through the that little gap. So, I've never done that before. Figured I may as well. May as well give it a whirl. Alright. Don't need any of these potions. I need to stop smashing things, but I can't. So, plenty of potions. And unfortunately, I'm probably gonna need all of that at some point. And I just smashed all of them. So. But, as always, smash the things if you want. And let's talk to these
No one
dudes.
disturbs the Lord of Bones without say of his Chancellor.
A rider? In the Kingdom of the Dead? No, this will never do.
I must speak with the Lord of Bones.
That is not possible. My lord attends his realm, a burden beyond even your ken, horseman.
And what is your use? As a doorstop?
There is but one way to draw him from his slumber. The Gilded Arena. Here, mortals are offered a last chance to earn freedom from the grave. A boon that includes an audience with the king. Defeat the arena's champion, and return here with its skull. His Majesty will grant you an audience.
And where is this arena?
Fret not, horse. We have already already arrived.
Let me speak to the Lord of Bones, and I will spare your champion. And perhaps you as well, Chancellor.
You cannot slay that which is already dead. But you're welcome to try in the arena.
Forget what I said about sparing you, doorkeeper. Tell me about the King of the Dead.
His reign is eternal. His word is law. And his time is invaluable. I ensure that he need only speak with those who are worthy.
Then you must rarely see him, Chancellor. Oh, what does Echidna have to do with your kingdom? Last I heard, she had one of her own.
The Shadow Realm, Isalik, yes, where the Sisters Sightless spin their webs. Many of my lord's foes escaped there when his rule was still young. We hunted them down. Echidna herself barely escaped. Perhaps she took shelter here, and yet weaves her evil.
Your king is not the first to rule here, is he, Chancellor?
There was another, a creature called Argu, too mad to be kept upon the throne. I helped my lord be rid of him, and even destroyed a few of his servants. Tisk, tisk, what will my lord do without me? Do take care in the arena, horseman. Should anything happen to you, I'm not sure if I could live with myself.
Alright, achievement unlocked 10G Lord of Bones for talking to the Chancellor. I love how snarky he is. I love his interaction with death. It just, for some reason, just makes me very happy.
A pale rider.
But let's talk to
Call this the
Draven.
Kingdom of the Dead. I haven't met a corpse that hasn't tried to kill me.
There are creatures in this realm that will not stop in trying. I call them the Bloodless. Nightmares of claw and bone that cannot be slain by common steel.
There must be some way to kill them.
Bloodless are vulnerable to things of this spirit.
Like kills like, is that it?
Yes. And as the dead king is quite fond of his Bloodless, kill as many as you can.
How are these Bloodless formed?
Souls must pass through the city of the dead before they are reborn in the well. But some escape their torments to haunt other realms. Thus do the dead walk again, and the most corrupted of them become the Bloodless. Their flesh can be destroyed, but their spirits resist killing.
You said you fought in the arena. Did you battle its champion?
Yes. And if you mean to tangle with that brute, you must be mad.
I seek an audience with the King of the Dead.
As I thought. Mad. Nashor will tear you to shreds.
You survived the arena. Well, parts of you did.
Since I faced him long ago, Nashor has grown in power, fed on the rage and flesh of those who fought before him. I fought for life, to return and lead a great army that would conquer all. But here, I serve.
Alrighty.
Aye.
Oh, that's sad. Interesting. Okay, so there are 6 total Bloodless. There are 3 in the Forge Lands and 3 here in the Kingdom of the Dead. And we are going to get all of them. And I saw we had a skill point, so we're going to spend it on that. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. In the next episode, we will make our way to and start the Gilded Arena. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.